Let's turn to exploring the Shema, discussions on the issues of Trinity, and we'll pick up the discussion where we left off last week. We're talking about Dr. Beau Branson's Monarchical Trinitarianism, not to be confused with modalistic monarchianism. Remember, I put up a slide in the teaching last week. Those of you in live class, you didn't see it. You have to actually go to the YouTube video to watch it. But modalistic monarchianism is a first-century heresy. It's a form of modalism. It's that teaching that believes that God does not identify as three persons, right? Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Modalism believes that God identifies as a single being, and he simply interacts with mankind using kind of avatars or masks or personas or something to that effect, and so, or modes, emanations, to use kind of modern Hebrew thinking way about it. So instead of there being a God, one being who expresses himself as three persons, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, modalism, modalistic monarchianism teaches that God is the only sole being, and there are no Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Really, it's just this being known as God, and when he chooses to reveal himself or interact with humans as this father mask, like an actor putting on a mask, or, think like, all these movies where the person puts on a different mask to show themselves to be something different. That's what God's doing. He's swapping out a mask called the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, but really the person behind the mask is always this being known as God. That's modalism. By comparison, we Orthodox Trinitarians, Orthodox with a small o Orthodox, we believe that the Bible teaches that God, in fact, is complex, and he's mysterious, and he does reveal himself as three persons. It's one God, but yet the three persons are unique and distinct, and so we believe that modalistic monarchianism is heretical. By comparison, monarchical Trinitarianism, they sound similar. Monarchical Trinitarianism, they both have that similar monarch word in there, modalistic monarchianism and monarchical Trinitarianism. Monarchical Trinitarianism seems to be accurate. So let's let Dr. Branson clarify what he means, and we'll probably finish this tonight. Let me see, how far do I want to go with the quote. Yeah, I think we can go all the way down through it. Let me read all of this. Let me see if I can read it and then go back and explain it, or something like that. Clarifying his understanding of the importance of the monarchical Trinitarianism view, here's what Dr. Branson says. This is a doctrine that was accepted, as far as I can tell, that's Dr. Branson speaking, by literally all of the 4th century church fathers who lie at the source of the, quote, official, unquote, formulation of the doctrine of the Trinity, a doctrine which later became one of the chief causes of the Great Schism. If you remember, the Great Schism is the split between the church in the East and the church in the West over some of the issues related to, for instance, the origin of the Holy Spirit. Did it proceed from the Father, or did it proceed from the Son? We call this the filioque division, the filioque division. Schism, things like that. And so that was one of the causes of the Great Schism, and a doctrine which continues to be a source of division between Catholic and Orthodox theology to this day.